Good evening and welcome to Into It. This is our season finale. We have a jam-packed live half hour of television for you. And I don't know if you noticed, but we kind of have a new set here on Into It. It's kind of nice if you can, well, the windows are kind of foggy, but if you can see through, that's New York City right there. From Studio A here in the Hampshire, we have a great view of New York City. It's a beautiful skyline tonight, and the clouds are out. You've also may have noticed I'm growing a little bit of stubble. I'm thinking about the beard. I'm not really sure yet. We'll see how it turns out. But welcome to the season finale. You know, we've hit the Christmas season. Finals are upon us. So all the fun's about to begin, right? But before we get into that Christmas season, before we get into finals, we figured we kick it off with one last final show that's going to be absolutely incredible. And so we have a great show for you tonight. And but before we get to that show, there are a few things I'd like to talk to you about. The first of which is California. In LA recently, they held their Miss California contest, and of course, you know, the most beautiful ladies from California went out, but the day after they crowned Miss California, they realized they retaliated the votes, and they realized they crowned the wrong debutante. That's right, you know, it's kind of a dicey situation, right? But the pageant director held a news conference after they realized this, and she was asked by the press what they're going to do to fix the situation, and her answer was world peace. Yeah, pretty good answer, I thought. It got her a 9.0 on the score, and she went on to be the champion. Also this week, the White House recently celebrated its annual Hanukkah celebration, and at the White House, President Bush, as always, and as presidents past and future, they always invite notable Jewish figures to come and enjoy a nice meal. But there was a bit of an awkward moment when President Bush asked the rabbi sitting next to him what he was asking Santa for Christmas. You know, a little awkward. And that brings us up to cue the new graphic. Cue the new graphic we have. Come on. Where is it? Anyone? Anyone? It's really cool. I made it. I really like to show it. There it is. Can we start that? It's just start it over. It's really cool. We're going to show it one more time, starting it over. Come on. There it is. We have reached this week's side of the apocalypse. That's an awful graphic. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. It's actually really cool. But a recent news article this week, this is this week's Side of the Apocalypse, a recent news article this week cited that the most popular Christmas gifts are cell phones, laptops, digital cameras, and MP3 players. Not very shocking, but these are the gifts for preschoolers. Can we show the pictures of these? I mean, I wanted to know what the kids were playing with, so I did some research. Check it out. These are what the kids are playing with. Laptops, they got, let's see what else. Next, they got their, come on, they got their digital cameras for preschoolers. Next, this is a Barbie doll. When did Barbie dolls become MP3 players? Remember when they were actually dolls? And this thing, hold this right here. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. It's called a Smart Cycle. It's an exercise bike that you plug into the TV and virtually ride. We had one of these too back when I was a kid. It was called a bicycle. I mean, how lazy are we getting when we now just virtually ride our bikes instead of just going outside? I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me, but those are pretty popular gifts for preschoolers. And another thing that got a virtual facelift this year was Monopoly. They're no longer using that paper form. No. They now have Monopoly debit cards. And it's kind of causing a lot of problems because kids are amassing huge amounts of Monopoly debt. Kids are now having to work 2 lemonade stands. They're having their swing sets foreclosed, and their Hot Wheels and Webkins are being repossessed. Yeah, it's a big problem in the preschool world. But there is a really cool new Christmas gift I just have to point out. And we have a commercial I'd like to show about it in a second, and it's for a new robot that looks and works, and I kind of want one. Show this new clip that I saw on TV recently. It's really cool. Check it out.
3, 1.
Go. This is not a robot. Oh my Lord. That wasn't it. That's not a robot. That was actually Dennis Kucinich and is a look-alike the Keebler Elf. We have it. I'm being told we have it. Here it is. Go. Show it.
Technology. Making better. Onwards, upwards, any way but backwards. Tapping progress on the shoulder and saying, isn't it nice when things just work?
Actually, now watching it again, it wasn't really a persuasive commercial. Luckily, those robot EMTs were standing by, and I love how handy it was that they had that giant thing to block people's view after the robot fell, like they were expecting it or something. But don't worry, we're told that the robot was airlifted to the hospital, made a full recovery, but it never quite looked or functioned the same again. I think we actually have a picture of it after we got out of the hospital. Can we show that picture? It's exactly right next to that clip. Yeah, come on. There it is. Yes, there's the robot. Yeah, it looks a little different now. Oh my God, that did a number on it. Okay. Yeah, but enough goofing around. We are going to check out.